Hi, and welcome back to GCSE History lessons. In this lesson, we will look at the outcomes of the defeat of Japan and the use of atomic bombs. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to describe how Japan was defeated in 1945 and understand the impact of the use of atomic bombs. You will remember from previous lessons that the USA's Manhattan Project to create a nuclear bomb had succeeded on July 16, 1945. You will also remember that at Tehran in 1943, and again in Yalta in February 1945, the USSR had agreed to join the USA's war against Japan after Nazi Germany had been defeated. Hitler's Germany was defeated in May 1945, and on August 8th at 11 p.m., the USSR declared war on Japan. At midnight, more than 1 million Red Army's troops stormed the Japanese-controlled industrial region of Manchuria, north of Korea. But the Soviet invasion was overshadowed by the USA, which dropped an atomic bomb on the city of Hiroshima on August 6th. The blast immediately killed 80,000 people and devastated 90% of the city. 140,000 people eventually died from burns, radiation, and other side effects from the blast. When Japan refused to surrender, another bomb was dropped on Nagasaki on August 9th, killing 70,000. Japan surrendered unconditionally on September 2nd, ending the Second World War. But the impact of the military use of atomic weapons had a far greater impact than simply forcing Japan to a swift surrender. The image of the mushroom cloud and the terrible power of these devices horrified and intrigued the entire world. Some believed that the atomic bomb was a weapon for peace, capable of winning wars without protracted land battles, and therefore capable of saving many lives. When US President Harry Truman heard of the bombing of Hiroshima, he exclaimed, "This is the greatest thing in history." Others, however, saw atomic weapons as horrible weapons of mass destruction. When Robert Oppenheimer, architect of the Manhattan Project, witnessed its first detonation in the New Mexico desert on July 16, 1945, he recognized its godlike capacity for destruction. He famously quoted Hindu scripture, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." The revelation of the atomic weapon tipped the balance of world power heavily in the US's favor. In mid-1945, the President of the United States was the only person in the world with the power to destroy entire cities without leaving his office chair. Stalin knew this too, stating that Hiroshima has shaken the world, the balance has been destroyed. He ramped up the USSR's program to create their own bomb. Other global powers soon followed. Referring to the atomic bomb in early 1947, British Foreign Secretary Ernest Bevin exclaimed, "We've got to have this thing over here whatever it costs. We've got to have the bloody Union Jack flying on top of it." The possession of nuclear weapons was therefore both a tremendous boost in military power as well as an international status for world leaders. For ordinary citizens, however, there were mixed feelings of achievement and fear for this new weapon. With tensions between the US and USSR rising due to ideological reasons, leader ambitions, and the failure of the Potsdam Conference, the dawn of the atomic age with America firmly in the lead kicked off a race between the two world superpowers that would last more than half a century. So, to summarize what we've learned today, on August 6th, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima, causing tremendous devastation. On August 8th, the Soviet Union invaded Japanese-occupied Manchuria. On August 9th, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Nagasaki. On September 2nd, Japan surrendered unconditionally and World War II came to an end. The atomic bomb captured the fear and awe of the world. World leaders, especially those of the Soviet Union and Britain, wanted their own atomic weapons, as a symbol of military power and international prestige. Some, such as Truman, believed atomic bombs saved lives by ending the war quickly. Others feared its destructive power. The possession of atomic weapons by the US in 1945 added to the tension and competition between the world superpowers, the USA and USSR. Next lesson, we will take a look at how the USA and USSR viewed one another at the end of World War II. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on GCSE History Lessons.